So we're heading into a big week for Palantir stock right after the stock just hit $30, over $30 per share for the first time in I think 2 or 3 years. So we're going to break down the charts here, my thoughts, and do a recap of what's been going on with Palantir. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY. And don't forget to also sign up to my mailing list for my top 3 stocks for free, sent right to your email every single Monday morning. And with that being said, let's dive into it. And by the way, that's also linked down below. Oh, I can't forget. Also, guys, cheers. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate all you for tuning in. As always, let me actually get a sip of this coffee, by the way. All right. So right off the bat, we got a big piece of news a couple of days ago for Palantir, which shot the stock up like crazy, and that has to do with Microsoft. Geez, guys, I looked at the headline and I said the first word that was there. Either way, Palantir jumps 11% on Microsoft partnership to sell AI to U.S. defense intel agencies. Coming down here, look at Alex Karp. Is this guy a spy under disguise? What the heck? He's got the baseball cap, got the whatever kind of shades those are. Nice looking shades there. So this comes after we just got earnings from Palantir, which all of you guys are well aware of at this point. They grew revenue 27%. Guidance was strong. They beat earnings. They beat revenue, which is awesome. And we got, again, the earnings. Then we got this news, which we can see Palantir shares went up 11% on Thursday after the company announced a partnership with Microsoft to sell secure cloud analytics and artificial intelligence capabilities to the U.S. and defense communities. Excuse me, guys. Palantir, which works closely with governments to provide software to visualize Army positions, among other services, will use the partnership to launch its products such as Gotham, Foundry, Apollo, and AIP on Microsoft's cloud products for government agencies, which is huge, guys. This is very big news, and I'm very excited for this piece of news, and for Palantir to work with Microsoft. And CEO Alex Karp said in a letter to shareholders at the time that the company's trailing 12-month revenue in its U.S. government business, which includes intel and defense agencies, surpassed $1 billion for the first time. The company said it earned 54% of its revenue from government clients during the second quarter. And Microsoft said this partnership will allow the U.S. defense and intelligence organizations to build AI tools for action plans and logistics, among other things. So very exciting news. That was one main reason why the stock ended up shooting. And again, earnings. Obviously, earnings were a big player as well. So last week for Palantir was massive. We got a big earnings beat on Monday. We got that Microsoft news. I forget what day, Wednesday or maybe actually Thursday. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. Either way, that brought the stock from $20 Monday morning all the way to over $30 by Friday. So we're talking about a 45% move in a couple of days on PLTR here. And now we're getting into a point where the next major resistance above $30, above $29.50, is around $33.50, which I've covered before here on the channel. If I zoom in here on PLTR's chart, you guys can see this candle right here. The top of it was in November of 2020. That makes it a big resistance. So that is the next spot that we're looking at, as now clearly we're above $29.50 to $30. So I'm thinking ideally here for the bulls, Palantir holds $29.30 as support for a little bit, chops around the low 30s. Then it ultimately makes a move up to $33 50 whenever that does end up happening. And obviously, I'm not expecting Palantir to just rip to the mid 30s next week and then 40 the week after that. That's a little bit unrealistic here. But realistically, if we're able to rip up to about 33, 34 bucks by the end of the year, maybe start breaking that point at some time next year, or I don't know, forget the timeline. Just in general, that would be ideal for the Bulls, right? So 30 bucks broke, 33.50 is next. After that point, I said this before, I'll say it again, no major resistance until 39 bucks on Palantir. Nothing, really, nothing. I mean, if we're looking at this max month chart at least, 39 bucks was the high, it looks like, from February of 2021. And after that is the all-time high, $45 per share. So I'm really liking the fact that we just broke 30 because, not to toot my own horn, I mean, I was pounding the table months ago that 30 bucks was my target for this year, and we hit it way sooner than I expected. So I don't know, that makes me believe that maybe there could be more upside this year, maybe to the mid 30s if things get hot. But on the other shoulder, I'm like, wait a second, maybe we ran up 45% last week from bottom to top. Maybe we're going to cool off a bit now. Maybe at about $30-ish, 29, even 28, it might settle in there a little bit before making another big move. So I'm just kind of waiting, as you guys are. We'll see how it plays out. But ultimately, the technical break here is a good sign that maybe more upside could come. And now we just have to wait for it, guys. Monday and Tuesday is going to be a big day, tomorrow and Tuesday, to see how it ends up playing out. So I'd want to know, honestly, what you guys think. Do you think we're going higher here? Are we going to trade sideways a little bit? Or will there be more downside even? Do you think we're going to give back some of the gains from last week? Let me know what you guys think, as always, down below in the comments about the charts here. And you could actually also look at this, and wow, it kind of does look like a cup and handle now that I'm looking at it, doesn't it, guys? I mean, not the cleanest cut looking one, but we have a cup right here. Boom. Handles right here. Now we're starting to break out over 30. Hey, there could be more upside, depending on how you slice and dice it, the way you look at it. It, looks pretty good still. So it's been looking good, by the way, for a while. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about Palantir, everything we covered in this video, and the future of the company. I'd love to know what you guys have to think about that. And we're getting into a pretty interesting week, like I've covered in previous videos, which, by the way, my video from earlier today, we went over the top 7 companies, 7 stocks I'm looking at for this week. Go check it out if you guys want. But we're heading into this week, and we mentioned this a little bit in my last video, where we're still on a downtrend on SPY, still on a downtrend on Triple Q. So it's going to be a big week for the overall market, which will probably have some impact on Palantir. So Palantir is more likely to go higher this week if the entire market continues to break out. Well, not break out, but continue the green from what we saw last week. So keep that in mind. We'll wrap it up with that thought. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and get up to 20 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit, and your uninvested cash for a limited time will earn up to 8.1% APY. That's linked down below, or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.